bit the bullet. Something big and heavy in here. Can you guess what it is? I think better days on transport. Oh. Chunk of wood. We bit the bullet. We finally treated ourselves to a big press. Right, let's start putting it together. Pretty much going to leave the camera running for this one, but I might just bring you a little bit closer. Just excuse me while I work out my parameters. So we're pretty much up to the, yeah, there. Right, I know what I'm working there. Right, destructions. So why did we buy a press? For ages I've been using that. I've been using the pillar drill, I've been using twist things. There's a whole load of stuff that you can't do without a proper press, and I've hit a kind of an impasse with one of the repairs I'm doing on the KickR. And I need to press the shaft out and it's Loctited in and it's an interference fit. So a lot of the stuff I do with the motors and things like that needs something a bit more beefier, and I'm generally whaling with hammers and things, and you shouldn't really do that. I could damage castings and whatnot else, so it's just easier to have a press. A few years ago when I was doing a lot of the more motorbikes, and I've got a couple of sets of bent forks. I could have straightened those forks out if I'd made a formwork, if I'd got something big like this. So I've decided to bite the bullet and get one. So which one is it? It's the SGS. It's a Chinese one. It's just branded up SGS. I'm pretty sure that some of the other stuff I've got is SGS, possibly the parts washer. They look fairly decent. Reseller of Chinese crap, which is all you're looking for, is just somebody to take the heat when it goes wrong. So I'm going to start getting all the bits out now. The packing leaves a little bit to be desired. Step 4, apparently, this one. So I've already got that and that out of there. So we've got that down there. That's what it come with that thing on top of it. You can see it's pretty much shaken to pieces in there. It doesn't look like they've just thrown it all in, but I don't really care because this isn't right. I can't see anything getting damaged other than the hydraulics or the gauge that goes on top of the piece, which is what I'm guessing is in there. I'm just going to keep pulling bits up. I was hoping it was going to come with a load of formwork and press bits, because the one on Amazon, see, I bought this one off eBay and used an eBay discount to get it. I noticed the one that was on Amazon, exactly the same, SGS, but that comes with a like a kit for pressing out. I mean, it's not a big thing. I can make my own or use sockets, but it just would have been nice to have something that came with it. So that's I did wonder about that, whether that would be connected to that, or whether we'd have to do it and bleed it. I didn't even think of that, whether it would come with hydraulic. So it is a hydraulic press. Just got the heavy bit to get out now. Right, I think that's about it. There's not a lot to it, to be honest. Parts description, there's a breakdown of the hydraulic ram there. Now you take that to pieces. and all its spare parts. They're the feet that get bolted onto the side of that. I'm guessing I've got this upside down, yeah, because the right is the wrong way up. And there's no assembly instructions. Assembly instructions. Using the exploded diagram, put it together. That's literally what it says. Assembly instructions. Use the exploded diagram as your guide to assembly. Lay all the parts out, which we have done. Right. Okay. Not going to need them for a while. They're the plates. Not going to need that. I'm guessing they're the locks. So let's flip this over. Now the reason I went for this one was not the ones that were about £100 cheaper, to be honest. Was there normally just a car jack that's upside down, bottle jack upside down there, and you jack it down and it actually pushes, the jack itself pushes itself down on a plate with a pole underneath it. They're fine, but you tend to get a bit of walking and you're less likely to centre the bearing. So I've decided that this was probably a better way to go. Right, shall we put the feet on first to make this a little bit more stable? Right, so we should have 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we should have a washer. 1, 2, 3, 4. And some lock rings. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then that should leave us 1, 2, 3. Right, we're missing a bolt for, no we're not. And that should then leave us some bits over there. 1 locking ring, 1. Cool, that looks like we've got everything. Quick parts list check. Yep. They bolt onto there on the outside, bolt goes through from the inside. Try not to stand too far into the camera. 1, 2, 3. Look like a 17. 1, 2, 4. We'll have you, and guessing it's a 17. I guessed right. And what's annoying? And a 17. Yeah, so I decided to go for the smaller bench top one than a great big thing, so I can just basically just slide it out the way or put it on the floor, and it's not going to take up a massive amount of room, you know, like a big thing stood there. I can leave it up here, or I can move it out the way, or whatever, and then if later on I do want to put it on top of something, I can fasten it to the back of that behind there or something like that, or put it on top of there and move that. Loads of different options. That's it. Spin around. Spin-a-rooney. One, two, Cost wise, so like I said, I could have got one of those sort of ones with the car bottle jack on, about £100 for 6 tonner, and I think I needed 10 ton. The advice notes in the axle from the company that sell the replacement machined axles for the kickers say you need a 10 ton press. If you're going to want to do breaking any significant things out of cars, you really need a 10 ton press. You can get away with a 6, but you're going to be putting it under pressure. So this was, I think it was in for about 250 quid, I want to say. And then I put a discount code in and got a whole load more stuff off it as well. So I think it cost me about 229. In hindsight, probably should have bought the one off Amazon, because it probably would have only cost me about £30–40 more. I think it's about 290 quid. But you got the collet kit to sit over stuff. But like I said, it was only a few different sizes, so it's probably debatable whether that would have got me anything. Right, this is heavily reinforced. That looks much better. So on the cheaper ones, it's just a couple of angle brackets that are bolted on there, and you have to bolt them on and move them, and then you put your plates on. Whereas this looks a lot more robust. So I think, if I can get this right, I think this goes in here, and then you put these bars through, and they sit, I'm guessing, underneath it. A bit interesting that there's no somewhere retaining them, but I guess they're not going to slide out, are they? I'm not too sure about the movement there. I would have expected that to be a little bit more tight. Mine, I guess it's acting straight down, isn't it? Oh. So I'm just wondering if I could put any pins in there to stop them sliding around, which I guess I could if I wanted. Yeah. So we could drop some bolts in there. Might do that. I'll have some in here somewhere. That's what I was thinking of. Something like this kind of size. Might even be able to put bigger than that. Might be able to put bigger than that. No. Just. Right, might go hunting for those. They might work. Have we got any more of them in here? Oh, we have. So potentially I could put some flip these over, put them in from that side, and I might to be honest, that's good. I just don't want them to get knocked off. We'll go with that. Looks good. Already a bit of modification. Right, so I think this comes off. I'll put it on this way round because I'm going to mount that on there. Could go on either way. Now, I think I have actually got a tool for doing these. I've got a C-spanner somewhere. I suspect it's down at I think it's in my specialist bike parts box. I think it could be wrong. It could be up here. Let's see what I've got. Oh, I tell you what we haven't got. I'll probably do it. I'll probably do it. I think that'll do. Right, what else have we got now then? So one of these is a big hole, one of these is a little hole. Let's have a look. I'm guessing that that's going to be the big hole. So oh, that's the big hole. That's the little hole. These look a bit tight. Not in a great deal of wiggle room. You can actually take these off, they don't have to be fastened to it. I think it just makes life easier. Right. I'm getting a bit of rust in here. That's not good. I'm guessing that this one should be a little bit more than that one. One extender on it. Ooh, it's flipping freezing in here. Just in case you want to reference it, it's spring. We're about halfway through March. So been a bit sluggish getting temperatures up, but it's getting there now. But it's a really cold morning this morning, and it's even warm in here. It has to be said. Probably a couple of degrees in here. It feels really Baltic. So, right, so I'm guessing that's the shut off. So all we've got to do now is fasten this onto the top of there, I think. Looks a bit odd, but there we go. God, look at the size of that, mummy. Woohoo! Oh, it's got oil. a bit like the other stand, now it's a bit wonky. Linkages leave a little bit to be desired. I think I'm gonna have to get the other thing on here. Right. Now what we've got to do is work out to get this in here. Right. Pop that off. What's the screw? There we go. Screw that in there. Lift that back up. And this in bar. Who didn't read the instructions? Right. Stop the valve. Is that unscrew or? It's going. Does it go back on its own? Is it sprung? Oh yeah, there's a spring. That must be as far as it goes. Interesting to see how far it goes actually. I did think about seeing if I could make something out of the piston on the ABBA stand, but for how much that ABBA stand cost me, I think it's about 600 quid. I'm not taking the ABBA stand to pieces, because then I can't put it back together, and then I'll just end up using paddock stands, and then I'll end up. That's pretty good. That, quite pleased with that. You can see me putting another hole in further up here. What can we crush? Don't think it'll go down there. Don't even know if it'll go down this far. Who knows? It might. Of course, they are dangerous things, these, and you should be very careful. Then there's no way of releasing the and pulling it down. We're engaged. Oh, oh. That's why it's a good idea to put these pins on, because as you're crushing it, if anything deforms, it'll walk them out, which is what it's trying to do now. I think we've proved our point. Cool. Squasharoonie. Right, there you go. SGS 10-ton press. Boom. We're probably going to be using this on the lawnmowers. I know there's a few bearings that have gone on that, and they're probably going to need pressing out. So we shall have to see. But it looks fairly solid, so I'm quite pleased with that. Well, we're glad I spent the extra money on that one. So keep yourselves posted, and there should be some videos coming up shortly. I think if you regular watchers to the channel, you'll have seen what we did with the KickR. You won't know yet because I haven't posted the video, because the video's still sat half made, and that's why this is here. But if you want to know what happened to the KickR I fixed a few months ago, which I re-bearinged and re-jigged, yeah, it turns out it wasn't that straightforward, and there was a little bit more wrong with it, and I'd missed something, so hence why this is here. That's a sturdy piece of kit, and I still need to get that C-clamp put in there. I mean, I could probably use something else, but we'll get the proper tool to do that, and I'll put the strap band around there actually, and then I can give it some of that. But I definitely haven't got that with me. I think that's down at the other workshop. I'm pretty sure it is, unless it is in here. Can't see it. Nope, definitely not there. Anyway, right. Don't forget, like and subscribe. Does help the channel massively. It doesn't take a moment of your time. It doesn't cost you a dime or $1 or a cent or a pound or a penny or whatever. Just press the button, and see you back for the next video.